Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Josh Let and Iron. So today's video, I wanted to talk about a new thing I found. I don't know. Maybe it found me. But it's called Amazon Haul. Like, we didn't have anything else to spend money on, so they had to make us spend money somewhere else. Anyway, this is more like Amazon Temu or like AliExpress Amazon. AmiExpress. Amimu? I don't know. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool little knickknacks and stuff that you don't normally see on Amazon. And I mean, they're kind of useful, but you don't necessarily buy those things when you go onto Amazon. So this is kind of like, it's scary because it kind of makes you spend money. Free shipping doesn't activate until $25. Anyway, let's get into this. I want to show you that one of the first things is this. This is just a tablet or phone holder. And this was $2.20. But it looks like it's like 3D printed. I mean, it's a decent little guy, but it's a little flimsy. I mean, it's going to hold the tablet. It's going to hold your phone just fine, but anything heavier than that, like it's not going to hold a laptop or anything like that. But for $2.20, you can do like, you can put things on for display, stuff like this and that. And by that, and all that just costs you $2.20. It feels like it's made pretty well for what it is. It also has these little tabs back here to give it further support so it doesn't tip over. But for $2.20, that's not too bad. I did get two of those. This is what they look like when they come. But this is so I can display some things behind me or in front of me or use them for different reasons. The next thing I got was, I think it was like $4.50 or $4.99, which is this right angle. Of course. There we go. And that's just like for your drill. I don't know. I got these big old lunchbox hands that don't fit in a lot of places. And having a right angle to just be able to reach is kind of nice. And for the price, $4.99 is like $5 or under. I would say this is like a good deal. I'm not going to use it to be torquing down anything. It's just literally for like PC cases or small electronics, stuff like that. But that was $5. Okay. One of them is this. Now, I feel like I could have bought these on Amazon for maybe cheaper, maybe. But these were like right there in front of me. They're color coded. This way I can put them on different cords, and it can be like USB-C types that give power and data. I can differentiate between my display ports and HDMI, stuff like that. That way you have like a color coordination. Really nice thing to have. So it does come, I think it said it was like 150 of them. And believe it or not, I tell you, you are going to use these more than you think. I promise. And it's satisfying. I want to say it said 150 of them. I'll put all the links of that into the description below. They're very handy. I use them for all my cords. Now that I have color coordinated stuff though, that should work out really good. Piggybacking on that is sometimes you don't want to necessarily have Velcro on it. So I found these. These are silicone ties. And these are also color coordinated. Now I've never used silicone ties before. Is that loud enough? That's pretty loud. That's pretty loud. But they stretch. And they're reusable. You can, if you're doing like cable ties or something in a PC, they're non-conductive. They'll hold your place. And then when you're done, you can reuse them. So I can't wait to try these as well. These will probably be for like my desk around here because things move a lot. So being able to untie things quickly and then reuse the same thing, or, you know, piggyback off them so you can use two maybe to make it just a little bit bigger. I think that's going to be handy. When I tell you I move my desk around a lot, it's a lot. I think these were like $4.79 or something like that. You're starting to see a pattern here. It's not, you know, super expensive. But I got this guy. And this is my Murse, my mail purse, my, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. My bag, my shoulder bag, my, what is it, messenger bag, whatever. So I carry a lot of electronics sometimes. Sometimes it's like phone cages, iPads. Sometimes it's my, like I can fit this guy in here. I'll also use a lot of like power banks and my Nug in here. And I carry all of that. And this feels like it's built like a JanSport. Like, it's not meshy, it's canvasy, it feels pretty decent. I think this was like $10.50. And I think this is one of the best buys I've gotten. And last but not least is this guy. It's just a very plain brown box, but what's in it, I think this was like $8 or under $8. So this is a keyboard and it's like a portfolio for an iPad Pro. My 11-inch iPad Pro. It shows you right here, 2024. Put this off to the side. Looks like this is like its charging cord for the, yeah, that's what it is. That's the charging cord for the keyboard. Put that off to the side. Let's open this real quick. Oh, it feels kind of nice. That's not bad. That's not bad. For $8, got a place for your Apple Pencil up here. Especially like, you know, Magic keyboards are nice. Don't get me wrong. I love my Magic keyboard, but nice is also like keyword for too much. That Magic keyboard costs like $300 or $400, and after you spend $1,000+ on a, I'm sure this would fit the M5 iPad Pro because they're the same, like they're the same housing. But after you spend like $1,000+ on your iPad, you don't want to spend another like $300 or $400 on it for keyboards. The only thing this doesn't have is a trackpad. I'm just noticing, but for the most part, I happen to have an iPad Pro right here. Let's put it in. Let's see how hard. Okay. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a very tight fit. Shut up. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be tight. All right. Now this stretch a little bit, but it doesn't give a lot of. Okay, that worked. All right. That's the camera right there. I keep pushing this power button and activating. Shut up. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, no, it's not. Why is that so hard right there? Like everywhere else with this corner. This is now my camera's on somehow. Stop pushing buttons. Okay, this is a little tough to get on off. Okay, well, let's put that corner in first then, since that's the one that want to be a punk. Okay, that's in. In. Okay, in. Okay, there we go. Woo! That was a pain. I had to manhandle that. Okay, so it fits it pretty good, obviously, but damn, I had to really wrestle with that. I guess it's not falling out though, because if it does, it makes giving me more reason to be pissed. I don't know how to do this. Okay, this just gives you keyboard keys and stuff like that. It doesn't show you how to actually put the keyboard on, but I think you just leave the flap out. When in doubt, flap it out. But then it would have to, like, how do you, oh, to close it. I see. Okay. Okay, I'm going here. Give me a second. Give me a second. I guess you can set this however you want. So when you close it, just turn it on. I do like that it has an on-off switch. Like, that's kind of helpful. All right, let me go ahead and Bluetooth connect this. This should go pretty easy. Settings, and then I just push this connect button, Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, it connected, and it says using Bluetooth 5.0 keyboard may affect Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity. Isn't, I'm pretty sure the Magic Keyboard is Bluetooth too. So why does it give a warning on something like this, but not the Magic Keyboard? What? That makes no sense. Now that I'm here, definitely feels not like a Magic Keyboard. But if you are on a budget, this is amazing. Almost cursed right there because like this is actually kind of nice. Okay. You really got to push on these keys though. A little harder than what I'm used to, especially with the Magic Keyboard. But then again, it's really hard to say that that's a bad thing because that Magic Keyboard is $300+. And this was $8 for the whole thing. So I really can't be like, yeah, this is bad or whatever. This is actually, for what it is, for what it costs, and what you would use it for, you can turn it on and off. It's not always on. It's nice. Not too shabby. I have definitely typed on nicer keyboards, don't get me wrong. But that is for an iPad. Let's see what happens when you close this. All right. Is that here? All right. So when I close this, let's see. Keyboard stays in place. I'm a little worried because it looks like it's going to touch the face of my iPad. It is, and I don't like that. Because the keyboard's small, right? So it's not protected by, so the way it looks like, right? It looks like it's going to hit the face of my iPad. And that's not something I'm comfortable with. Okay, so I would close it without this keyboard in it. And it'll probably look funny. Let me turn that off. All right, it just looks like there's supposed to be a keyboard in there. I mean, but to protect your iPad, it looks like it's doing all right. I probably would use it like this better. Take the flap under, bring it out as far as I can, use the keyboard on the lip of what that makes, and then now the keyboard has like a slight, yeah, okay. Yeah, that would work better. But then you're gonna need a mouse and then like maybe like a little dongle or something so you can move around or use your finger, but fingerprints for me are no-go. Yeah, but yeah, for $8, you can't beat this deal. Keys are plasticky, but this feels metal, and that's metal. It's very thin. Yeah, there you go. USB-C for your charging. Very thin, even at the thickest point. Nice. It will match with your black iPad or silver. It doesn't matter, I guess, because you're not going to see it. I wish this guy came off. But other than that, looks like it's pretty well protected in here, other than with a keyboard in it. I would recommend not using the keyboard at all when you close this, because it doesn't look like this will protect it from scratching your iPad. And that would be like the only gripe I have. But yeah, that was Amazon haul. I think I got all of this for like $37 and maybe like 50 cents. But I'm excited to use these. This iPad holder thing is kind of nice. I'm really actually a little surprised by it. Looks good. My little man purse over here, my Murse, works good. It feels canvasy. This display / iPad. Oh, you know what? So it would be like this. Yeah. Let me put your iPad on here. Let's see if it holds it. Yeah, see, no problem. No problem at all. For $37, actually, this is a pretty good haul. Get it? I know. I'm sorry I had to go that, but it was a good haul. Amazon haul, I don't know if I would say that you should rush over there to get it like I did. I rushed over there, broke my ankles getting there to spend money because it was cheap. The case for the iPad does not feel cheap, but the keyboard for it does feel cheap. Yes, yes it does. Everything else though, other than the flimsiness of this, as it goes up, it gets a little flimsy. Like I said, it looks like it's 3D printed. Not a bad way to use your printer and make some money off of it. I did get 2 of those so I can display some things. My right angle and my bag, yeah. It wasn't a bad $40 to spend. Anyway, guys, let me know if you have seen Amazon Haul before, if you've used it, what you have gotten from Amazon Haul, and let me know if you would go back there again. Let me know if you want to see more stuff from Amazon Haul. They also have like home goods, stuff like that. And maybe we can do another video here into the new year. Anyway, Happy New Year. It's almost 2026. We got a few hours left. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me all this year and past years. May your new year be bright. But I gotta go because my back is ass.